Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am BC Saint, and this is my survival world. In the last episode, I failed. I tried to get on the nether ceiling, and I ended up using my only 2 ender pearls. So I had to go back out and find a warped forest again, which resulted in finding out my nether spawn was surrounded by nothing but a basalt delta. But before I could go a different route, a magma took me out, and I lost all of my stuff. So I decided to try to explore a little bit further from the Crimson Forest I had already found, and lo and behold, I found a warped forest. And then promptly started a death loop. Apparently he didn't want to be friends. Ooh, this'll be good. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not good. Not good. But I finally got everything I needed to build the farm and did so. I died once more after that. Afterwards, I thought it was all over, but a patrol had a different plan. They came by, and because of an unfortunate misclick, my entire house burnt down. But I promptly rebuilt it. I didn't want to include all of that in a lineal video because when I was editing it, I myself was getting pretty bored. And you are up to date as to what all has transpired. But there are a few things that I would like to point out about this farm. In Logicalgeekboy's tutorial, he mentioned that you either need warped or crimson nylium in place of these dirt blocks. However, obviously dirt does work just fine. And, you know, after the 1.18 update, I don't think this torch spam is necessary, but I just did it anyways. And one last thing that would make your life a lot easier if you are building this farm, take an ender pearl up there with you. All you do is you pillar up with your blocks here, ender pearl down, and then build your ladder all the way back up. Otherwise, it's a very tedious task of jump, turn, ladder, jump, turn, ladder. It's very irritating. So today, I plan on building another farm. This is unfortunately going to be a little bit of a farm-heavy episode, but it's kind of necessary for what I'm going to be doing in this world. Like I said in the first episode, I do a lot of villager-based farms, and it's definitely time that I get a villager breeder set up. So we are going to take care of that in this episode. And if I have time, we might just go look in that bastion and see what we've got. That thing's been calling my name ever since I saw it. I'll meet you over by the village in a minute here, and we'll see if we can pick up a couple volunteers. Alright, here we are. Now let's see if we can find our first volunteer. I know the path blocks are going to be a pain to try to navigate around. Okay, can I set this boat on a 4x? Yes, I can. Let's get this nudged up a little closer to the door. That way you can't get out. And, hello? Anybody home? Hey, there you are. My first volunteer. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can avoid falling off of this super wide pathway that I have created. Oh no. Is right. Let's see. Wow, what? I didn't realize that, that mining while in a boat was the same thing as... shoot. Okay, good. Was the same as mining underwater. I was completely unaware of that. Okay, I think this little body of water here connects. Hopefully. And it does not. Alright. So, looks like we're digging us a little bit of a channel. Alright. Oh, you don't have an occupation? I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, a little bit more, I guess. Alright, now we're free and clear. I'm going to be taking him around to the other side of the hill because his pathfinding might want to have him go back to the village. I'm not sure if he'll automatically try to pathfind back to the village, but if he does, it would be a good thing for us. Ooh. Let's look what we have in here. What do you say, villager? Do you want to go on an adventure? He's like, sure. Do not. Let's not do an adventure. This way looks a little bit better. Except there's magma, creeper. Yeah, let's not. All right, and we are on the other side of the hill. What do you think, sir? You want out? All right. There you go. There we go. Okay, well, it's getting close enough to nighttime that I might be able to get him to follow the beds. Where did you go? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Alright. Looks like he's got his eye on that bed. Or, he is indeed going back to the village. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Alright, let's get that off the hot. Okay, it looks like he is trying to pathfind to his original bed. Because he does not seem to be accepting any of these. Okay, it's actually getting fairly late at night. I hope nothing spawns. But he does still seem to be pathfinding back to the village. And if I could get you to just go up on top of this hill here. Yeah, you're doing great, buddy. Oh, are you pathfinding to my bed? There we go. Well, let's get this taken care of. Alright, that wasn't so bad, now was it? Alright, volunteer number 2. I thought I saw someone go in there. Nope. Oh, there you are. Well. Where are you heading? There you are. Excellent. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to take this workstation as well, because I do need one. I'm sorry you lost your job, but I'll give it back to you. Alright. And this works out wonderfully, because we've already made a path. This was the same general area that we got the other guy. Wow, I am so bad at steering these boats. The guy in the back is probably getting seasick. Please, if you are going to be sick in the back of the boat, please lean over the side and don't point towards the front. Just like that. Thank you. Come on, up here. Yeah. I've got your workstation, don't I? There you go. Alright. Alright. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be in your way. I don't know, are villagers a little bit more easy to wrangle in this update? Because if he has nothing to pathfind to, he just seems to stand around or follow me. Wait. Where'd you go? Hey, 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 hey! Alright. Well, this hasn't been so painful up until just now. Get in the boat. Sir, I'm not sure this is how this is supposed to work. I think you're supposed to get into the boat. How are you not in the boat? You are absolutely, verifiably in the boat. I wonder. You see that workstation right there? Well then. Maybe it's too late in the day for... there we go. Excellent. So where do we want to put this breeder? You know, it would be fairly easy if we suspended it up in the air over here and had the villager collection system just right down here. Then I could build a little villager trading hall of some sort. That wouldn't be too bad, and I could have it recessed into that hill a little bit. Nothing pretty or anything like that, but functional. I think that might be the best plan of action. Alright, I have just this little pad here. I might expand it just a hair. But this is basically all we need. Now, I'm not sure the collection system might be an Impulse SV thing. I couldn't tell you 100%. But this is just your generic basic villager breeder that has kind of become the gold standard among most people. So alright. Now while we're here, we might as well get the villagers inside. That way they could start creating the crops, and I do not have a hoe with me. Alright, you ready to go on a little bit of a ride? I cannot see where I'm. Hopefully the dirt blocks are right here. There we go! See, I know what I'm doing. Alright. Let's get... Yep. Let's find the center of this. This might be an odd... This might be an even build, but... 1, 2... Oh, believe it or not, just out of random amounts of blocks that I threw down, I ended up building a exact 10 by 10. So that's kind of neat. But that does make things difficult to try to find the center. So we'll just pick a random spot. We'll put that there. And there it is. Alright, why don't you get out of that boat? Alright. See, I told you I'd give you your workstation back. Now let's get the second villager in there, since I'm up here anyways. So if these two go up and try to claim any one of these 3 beds, that would mean that the villager breeder is working. And if they don't, well, I need to figure something else out. Alright, this is where the villagers are going to be held before we transport them and give them their professions or whatever we decide to do with them. And this is the best way that I have found to pick up villagers in a minecart setup. So all you do is they're going to be standing here. You have your block underneath, block diagonal and going out from there, and a block diagonally going out from there. So this is where we are going to be this is the direction that we are going to be sending the minecarts from. So we're at least going to be putting 2 rails right there, connecting them there, and another rail there. And then we just put a rail up here, which connects this rail up to here. We get rid of this rail, and mission accomplished. Since I don't have any villagers coming in quite yet, I will take you to my old world and demonstrate how this is going to work. Okay, here we are in my old villager hall. The pumpkins were just a temporary thing, but I just want to give you an example, since I might not be able to do it in this episode in the world that I'm currently working on. See, here we have the same setup. I wonder if I can get a better view from the other side. Not really, but here we have the same general setup. So I've got all these tracks hooked up to upstairs, and as you see, once I put this minecart down, it's going to go around this track, up, glitch one of the villagers into it, and continue down this track, around, and back upstairs. So let's take a look. Baby. And they do take a slight amount of damage, but in the grand scheme of things, when it comes to transporting villagers, I cannot think of any better way of doing it than that. I've seen many people struggle, and there's our guy right there. I've watched so many people struggle on YouTube and in real life trying to transport villagers in rail carts, trying to get them picked up from corners and stuff like that, and it just doesn't work out very well. This, in my opinion, is the best way. So back into the current survival world, all we have to do right now is wait for the villagers to plant the rest of the crops and start, well, hopefully breeding with each other. I'm fingers crossed that I don't have to put a new layout for the beds, but that is a possibility. So I have been waiting and watching the villagers go back and forth, and I finally have the first thing caught by this villager breeder. It's a chicken. Don't know how I managed that one. So I have been sitting here watching, and we have our first set of hearts. I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think that they have had enough. Oh! Oh! Well, I stand corrected. We have our first little one, and he has gone in just like he's supposed to. I did have to change the location of the beds a little bit, but we have our first bred villager of this world, and our first chicken. But unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the episode. There was a lot more that I wanted to get accomplished, but this farm is a massive success, and by massive success, I mean, it's yielded 1 villager so far. Now, I really did want to get to that faster in this episode, but you know what? I might do that first thing next episode before setting up my iron farm. Little teaser for the next episode. But, like I said, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Like and subscribe if you would, please. And follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you next time. Bye.